Early Thursday morning, Donald Trump tweeted about his decision to grant a full pardon to Dinesh D'Souza, who pleaded guilty to campaign finance fraud in 2014. D'Souza is a conservative author and filmmaker whose works include books like The Enemy at Home, The Cultural Left and Its Responsibility for 9/11 and The Roots of Obama's Rage. The writer accused then-President Obama of harboring a socialist ideology on behalf of his Kenyan father. In his tweet announcing the pardon, Trump stated that D'Souza was treated very unfairly by the government. A PR defense originally used by the defendant during his trial ended up biting him during sentencing. Prosecutors used statements made by D'Souza to the media about how his trial was politically motivated to seek a harsher sentence from the judge, as the author said he was selectively prosecuted due to his conservative political views. In an article describing then-President Obama's socialist worldview, D'Souza wrote the following excerpt: "Incredibly, the U.S. is being ruled according to the dreams of a Luo tribesman of the 1950s. This philandering, inebriated African socialist, who raged against the world for denying him the realization of his anti-colonial ambitions, is now setting the nation's agenda through the reincarnation of his dreams in his son." Before handing down the sentence, the judge told the author, "I'm not sure, Mr. D'Souza, that you get it? And it is still hard for me to discern any personal acceptance of responsibility in this case." D'Souza was sentenced to spend the first 8 months of a 5-year probation in a community detention center that allowed him to leave for work, undergo therapy, and pay a $30,000 fine. The author had attempted to skirt campaign finance limits by asking 2 of his friends and their spouses to contribute $10,000 to a politician he favored. D'Souza then later reimbursed his friends and thereby surpassed the donation limit by $40,000. The limit on individual donations is $5,000, so D'Souza knew exactly what he was doing when he made the request to his friends. Last month, Trump pardoned former Bush administration official Scooter Libby, who was the Dick Cheney's chief of staff. Libby had been previously convicted of perjury and obstruction of justice. With these pardons, Trump could be setting a precedent of pardoning officials connecting with the Russian investigation in the near future.